Top like the bounce spell.
I'll try this.
Okay. I'll keep mine for
He didn't know I could get rid of his
Spell and turn.
random card.
Yeah.
So he's like attacking me. Attack my creature.
Oh, thank you, J.H. Stock. I don't speak any of those languages, unfortunately, but I can read them okay.
Okay.
Like 30 something. Yeah, I lost to that.
All right, so Badlands and Lion's Eye Diamond to start the game for Justin on Madness. And here's a Putrid Imp, which could be trouble.
They chopped off.
Did they end up
for 3 red.
They rolled for
Discard my hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna trigger
I have no idea.
wall for 0.
Yeah, I have no idea.
And then use 2 red to pass
All I know is I ended up baseballing. I showed it to you. I showed the chat. I ended up baseballing Madden.
All right, so 3 creatures on the first turn here for Madness, and I'm going to fetch a Vulcan, Bolt Angie's Ravager. Get that out of here. And still have to figure out how to deal with these 1-drops.
Sure. Collector.
What else did you discard?
Discard.
Just lands. Okay.
Not the most explosive start for Madness, but a pretty good start.
Second turn.
I actually don't remember at this point if I knew Justin was on Madness or if this is all a surprise to me. And it's kind of sad that I don't remember because this is from yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep.
Cast a double.
Okay.
And attack him.
That's a nice looking card.
There would be turn.
Yeah, sure.
Sack for.
I mean, technically, I should have a wall call for that. That's true.
Fetches a Taiga, which will allow Baskin Root Wallet to activate here. Let's see if Justin decides to attack with both creatures.
And I will.
Take one. Is it just one?
Just one. Just one.
Sure.
How far are you from threshold?
He has threshold now.
Okay.
After he died. Go ahead.
Tough keep by Madness, in my opinion, says Keith Master Flex. No Faithless Looting and missed out on Ravager, likely the best creature in the deck. I'm not that familiar with playing this Madness deck, but it was a, you know, as soon as Justin went Badlands, Lion's Eye Diamond, I was like, uh-oh. Please no 3 hollow ones on turn 1 or some crap. Because then I'd probably be dead. Vengevine or something.
Pass you.
Discarding a couple of lands in hand, too. It didn't seem like a particularly exciting hand.
Start off with an expressive variation.
Looks like a Hidetsugu consumes all going to hand. A Lightning Bolt going to exile. Fury going on the bottom. I remember thinking, I hope I don't regret putting this Fury on the bottom. That may have been a mistake in hindsight. Without revealing anything that's going to happen.
Consumes all.
There's Hidetsugu Consumes All, everyone's favorite card from Neon Dynasty. Richardin Pizza weighing in, though, says can't mull a turn 1 Ravager, though. It's one of the best openers of the deck. It's a fair point.
Put these two back on the top. And then fetch down to
Okay.
17.
Trigger. Stops. Pass.
Pass the turn.
Trigger. Exile your graveyard.
Graveyard exiled. No Vengevines are in there. Or Faithless Lootings.
Narset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Minus.
Narset pretty good against Faithless Looting. Not allowing Justin to dig any longer. Sudden Edict found. Pretty good.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
When you're in step, I'll fetch. Get a
Your
Underground
flash
Sea.
in my
Cast the sudden unit.
yeah, give me a stack.
That's the
It's a creature.
I'm gonna fetch down to 16.
Brainstorm.
Okay. And once he deals 10, it's game over, right?
In one shot.
Oh,
He
one
has to deal
shot.
in one shot.
Oh, one shot. Okay.
Mystic Sanctuary.
In one hit, I mean.
Yeah.
I will minus Narset.
Okay.
Put in a ponder.
So loading up on answers here. It looks like I got 2 forces in hand, a force of negation in hand. Maybe... Okay, Hull Breacher in hand as well.
Pass the turn.
When you're in step, we'll cast a Hull Breacher. That's it. Go to combat. Attack for 6.
I'm gonna brainstorm.
It loses all.
Hidetsugu gets a counter. Scalding Tarn pass. And that's a scoop here in game 1 for Justin.
Okay.
Surround carried by Hidetsugu with his women.
This hammer.
Let's play Wooded Foothills. Pass.
Wooded Foothills pass.
Bobble, surveil.
Another game here without an explosive start from Madness. No turn 1 multiple 4-power creatures or anything like that. Turn 2 fetching a Wooded Foothills. Fetching a Badlands with Wooded Foothills. Let's see what the play is here. If you're Justin, you want to put something exciting on the board. If you're me, I'm hoping we're going nowhere. Second turn, Putrid Imp.
15. Yep. Oh, I draw, sorry.
There we go.
Draw. Yep.
See a Lightning Bolt in hand for me. All right, looks like the Putrid Imp resolved.
In response, I will bolt Putrid.
I will discard a Basking Wallet to trigger. Trigger Madness.
Yep, this is still on stack.
Oh, okay. Good.
Wait. Not letting this resolve yet.
Oh, okay.
But this is dead?
Yes, this is dead.
Okay. I will force negation on that.
Okay.
Pitching.
You ticked up on Teferi? Yes. Okay, days undo. I draw.
Pitching brainstorm.
I wanted to see how many cards Justin would discard there if a hollow one was going to be the follow-up. I wanted to get a sense of what Justin had it left over in hand before I force of negation the Faithless Looting. But it was just basically a Basking Rootwalla, which I don't really give a damn about at this point. I have a Bolt in hand. I had a Bolt in hand. Now I don't, but yeah. You get the idea. Prismatic Vesta fetching here. Keith Master Flex says RIP. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing my turn 3 Hidetsugu consumes all here, which is gonna blow up this Rootwalla, and it's just not another. It's another game without a strong, exciting start from Madness. But the Madness deck can come back and drop a bunch of Vengevines and Hollow Ones on the board, and Burning Inquiry is going to be a good start for moving things in that direction.
Sure.
Ooh, double Fury off the top. I don't know if everybody caught that.
How do you want to do this?
You can choose 3, doesn't matter.
Yeah, same as fine for me.
So that's total 6.
So I choose 3 to discard, right?
Yeah, choose 3.
Alright, discard that one, this one, and this one. Okay. What about for me?
I'll choose 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Alpha Strix Fury.
All right, Belfast Strix Fury and Polluted Delta discarded for me. Hollow One, Firestorm, and Wooded Foothills for Justin. Graveyard's about to get exiled. Here's a Hollow One. Another Hollow One. Okay. Well, this is what I was talking about, chat.
He's a
2,
second Riptide.
2 Hollow Ones on the board. It looks like I have a Baleful Strix. And a Fury.
Five.
That one I actually like. So this one I read it.
Nope, that's it.
Fairy. Yep.
Take the fairy.
Move the combat.
Yeah, that's
Push 4.
And then Angle of Destiny.
All right, a Hollow One gets in a hit. Ooh, drew a Sudden Edict. Right off the top.
I love the borderless cards so much. I wish you wanted to wait up to the phones.
Yes.
So I got Fury, Hidetsugu's Consumes All, which is a red card, of course. Force of Will, Hull Breacher, and a Sudden Edict in hand. Pretty good position here. I'm a Young Base God, swag. Woo, 3 months. Resub with Prime for I'm a Young Base God. Thank you, Base God. Sudden Edict takes out Hollow One.
Probably the Angel of Destiny tomorrow. Whenever I go.
Start the 3?
I'll take it. Trigger.
The other ones I'll get back to you on.
Savior, thanks for the resub with Prime. 2 months for Savior. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Big Guy says, legitimate question, how common is it to replace duels with Shocklands as a budget player? I would say for a budget player, that is common. I mean, lots of people have done that. I think if you're going to present 2 options, 1, play Shocklands in a deck that would normally play duels, or 2, play a deck that doesn't need duels. I think most budget players lean towards just a competitive deck, in their opinion, that does not need dual lands to be successful or most optimal. Think like Death and Taxes, for example. I think that's more where things normally go for players on a tighter budget.
I think what we discarded from this is in here as well.
Oh, some confusion here. I accidentally said exile all graveyards, and we actually weren't supposed to exile graveyards. That was my mistake. That's why we're backtracking a little bit there. It was just Hidetsugu had a counter on it, and I ticked it up automatically by accident. But it's a creature, so it doesn't have the Saga abilities anymore. Whoops.
Yeah, when you cast the, I think, to be honest, I think it was 6 expressions. When you
Play
cast the 6-1, I was just like, I have lost.
Sure.
I do know the 3 cards.
Fast Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, this game I passed on it did not go as well. So,
Once Upon a Time happening here. So a 5/5 Hidetsugu creature, a Hull Breacher, and a Hidetsugu consumes all saga on 1.
You don't know.
I know what my cards are.
I wanted to make sure.
For some reason, I kind of lied. I knocked out, and I thought it was longer. So
Is that just how I played it? I mean,
I do know the 3 cards.
other permanents that are happening.
I will
You know what those
pass it to
Cards in hand now?
any number of
Draw.
Yeah. When he says resolve.
Now we exile graveyards.
I can tell you.
That's good enough.
I'll
Yeah,
go
it's
copy.
very important. Because if you
Check
like,
for 8.
like if you try to target something and they're like
That's
swords,
good.
it doesn't really matter if you don't target.
I do know the
You have to do it.
Good game, man.
Yeah,
Good games.
do it before they know what you're bunking.
All right, that's match. Grixis or Maestro's control, Strixis control gets there.